You're not the center of the universe. You're not. The world does not revolve around you. I'll explain. A lot of artists, they get in the way of making themselves feel that they are in the center, that everything revolves around their art. That their art is so important that if it's not out there, if it's not broadcast, published to the world, then what's going to happen to humanity? A lot of us, myself included, think too highly of our art or of ourselves as an artist. We should appreciate ourselves, right? And where we've come from. Remember, I did another video about climbing a mountain and looking at where we were and where we need to go. So it creates humility to say, well, I'm not there yet. And also it makes gratitude in your heart to say, well, this is what I've accomplished so far. So keep that in mind. But you're not the center of everyone's attention. If your video does not go out, if your book is not published, if your movie is not produced, then it doesn't really matter in the long run. I know you don't want to hear that, because what's popular these days is to pump you up full of adrenaline. Do you see that speedboat over there? That's kind of cool. All right. So it's to pump you up full of adrenaline and to say that you're the creme de la creme. You're the piece de resistance. You're the best you could ever be. That's not reality. Reality doesn't work that way. It doesn't revolve around your schedule. But that's okay. Here's the thing. People don't care about you. I mean, think about that. They don't. Your family does. God does. But strangers, they don't care. And so we waste our time so much to present ourselves in a certain way for people that don't care about us. We spend all of our days writing and producing and doing things for other people, and not even in the arts, just going about in society in a way that you think will be pleasing to others when they don't really care. That may sound kind of harsh, but it's true. Some people don't want to hear the truth, and it's popular on YouTube and different podcasts to make you feel good, but that's all fluff. It's all fluff in between. It doesn't make any sense. But your family, they care about you, and you care about your art. What I'm saying is this: once you stop putting yourself as in the center of the universe, then there's less stress. I found that with myself. Once I stopped saying that everyone should care about me, and when I realized that they don't, I'm free. I could be the person that I want to be. I could go places, I could communicate in such a way that it doesn't matter anymore. If somebody wants to say, oh, York is too serious or York is too corny, that doesn't matter. You need to be your unique self. And if somebody doesn't like that, then they could find other people. They could find other creators. Enjoy ChatGPT and all of the AIs. Are you a junkie? I spoke to a person a while back, a writer just like me. I'm passionate about writing, and I thought he was as well until he said something that I had to scratch my head. He said to me, York, I'm writing a novel. And I said, oh yeah, okay, that's great. What's your novel about? And he told me it's some romance novel. I'm not into romance novels, but that's besides the point. And he says, yeah, I'm writing a romance novel and I'm using ChatGPT to write the entire novel. I was like, and you call yourself a writer? I mean, come on. I know that it's very trendy now to have Perplexity, Gemini, ChatGPT to do everything for you. But when it comes to your creativity, do you want to give it all away? No, you are replaceable. You can't let this technology take away minus from who you are. I use it at times on Welcome to Earth Stories and also other things that I do. I use Grok, and I use other AI tools. But I make sure that my humanity is in it. My God-given spirit is inside of my art. You need to do that. You don't want to be replaced. As I said, you are irreplaceable. You are a creative entity. But if you just let all of these AI tools take over the steering wheel of your life, and you're in the back seat, you don't want to be in the back seat. Now it's so cool now. They think that they say that everything could go into AI. Even in Gemini, there's a tool on Gemini where they could create a children's book. Rather than you telling your child a children's story that you just made up from the top of your head, or you wrote down, and you're tucking in little Sally or little Junior in, and it's an intimate time, right? And you're telling them a story that you made. But now, who cares about all that? Who cares about original works of art? Who cares about getting a children's book that somebody actually wrote to read to your daughter or your son? Why not just let ChatGPT do it all for you? Why not just let Gemini do it? Right now, in a click of a button, pretty much, you can let Gemini write a children's story. There's a problem here. And I know a lot of you are saying, oh, you're old school. Get off the program, Grandpa. That's what we're doing. Probably that's what you're saying. No, but just pause for a moment. Do you want all of your creativity to go into these somewhat intelligent machines? Or do you want to be in control of your art? Do you want to be the engine that propels it, that moves it forward? Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. And if you disagree, please step front. I want you to be the one to comment first. And I will reply back to all of the comments on this video. That's about it for me. I'm in Ottawa, in the Winding Way, in the beautiful province of Ontario. You take care.